can you do that embed thing that Ben was talking about, or do you not have it? I had no idea what he was talking about.
I have no idea. I literally wrote gibberish because that all means gibberish to me.
Okay. Well then, do you want to just roll it? Ooh, hang on. I gotta go in Discord and share my screen. Forgot.
Oh, also remind me. I'll send you another picture so we can put. All right. So before we came on today, I went to just like trading on YouTube, and there was like 15 people that have like 1,000 followers at all times. And the one thing that I realized about them, they all have like catchy thumbnails. So we just need a catchy thumbnail.
Yeah, we got to clickbait it for sure. That's what I was saying the other day. It's like we need clickbaitier titles and the thumbnail. We got a bunch of great pictures. You know, we can just make better thumbnails.
Yeah, so I'll send you that too. So I'll send you the thumbnail and I'll send you the logos. So for tomorrow, we'll have it ready.
Okay, I don't do anything with a thumbnail. That's a YouTube thing. So that's you. I can't do anything like what kind of. We'll talk about this after we're on the air.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Are you ready to roll it?
I am.
Okay.
Trap stocks, smoking all them dab rocks. DMB got this game in a headlock, so fear not. We are higher than Tesla shocks. Murders on this track to try and rock your socks. Trap stocks, smoking all them dab rocks. DMB got this game in a headlock, so fear not. We are higher than Tesla shocks. Murders on this track to try and rock your socks.
Ooh.
Welcome to Trap Stocks, everybody. Today is January 26th, 2021. It's already a hell of a day. My name is David.
I'm Brian. What the fuck is up? Oh, what a day, Dave.
Before we get into everything, I want to give a huge shout out to Terp Labs. They are a marijuana company or a concentration company out here in Arizona. They are one of my top favorites. We are smoking these terp sticks. Lasts about 20 minutes. Solventless sticks, baby. That's how we do things.
It's amazing. Also, shout out to our sponsor, cheat code Algorithm. Check them out. There's a link down below. They offer so much. They have an algorithm to help you trade the stock market. You will run it through tradingview.com, Dave's like third favorite website of all time. And they also have a Discord where they have a 10K trading challenge where you can take $1,000 and turn it into 10K. That's their whole plan. Check them out. They are amazing. If you do sign up with our link, we get some money, so you support the show too. And we love you for it.
We do love you for it. Did we send everybody in the Discord the link for the show?
It auto-posts.
I fucking love it.
Yeah, Ben set up a bot.
Fucking love it.
But he said something about having to like embed the video, but I don't know what he's talking about. I never followed up with that.
Yeah, that's why Ben's going to be our tech guy.
He's a good tech guy.
He's a great tech guy. All right. So I just want to start off the show real quick. I am a fucking idiot. I YOLO'd in the BYND this morning because BYND came out and said that they're going to be coming out with plant-based snacks
and
with
drinks.
Pepsi. And drinks with Pepsi. And it soared 50% in the pre-market, and I was waiting to find the right time to get in this downward trend flag that BYND is somehow growing right now. I got in a wee bit too early. It dropped $15 more, and now it's finally going back up. So, but before anything, I bought 2 contracts, and it cost me $3,300.
Yep. And how much are you currently down on those, if you don't mind sharing?
Over 2,000.
Yeah.
So I pretty much grabbed $3,000 and threw it out the fucking window.
Well, first of all, you don't lose until you sell. But second of all, there is a higher than 50% chance that you did throw $3,000 out the window. Here, let's go ahead. We'll switch right over since you're already talking about it.
Yep.
The graph.
So
yeah, look at that. I mean, so it was trading at 160 yesterday, and then it gapped up $70. And is this where you bought the contracts, like right at market open?
No, I waited. I waited. I got on at like, I don't know, 205. So
Okay.
It was about, like halfway through the flag.
What do you mean halfway through the flag?
So it was at 15, yeah, about 1,500 hours.
1,500
It says like
hours.
on that TradingView account. That's exactly what I got. It's pretty much right in the middle, maybe a little bit left of the middle.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, yeah, you shouldn't chase. This is a great. See what happened. Explain to everybody what happened, Dave. Why did you chase this?
I chased because I never YOLO anymore because I've been doing very fucking good. But today I wanted to do something because I was bored. And I actually was thinking about this when I was taking a piss right before the show, is that who cares if I'm focusing on one share for a week or even a month? That doesn't mean I should get into other things, because if I have too many things, it's so hard to keep track of, and then you're ultimately just going to lose more money because you didn't get out at the right time.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have too much, if you're spread too thin, like, you experienced it before I did, and then I just experienced it last week where it's like, there's a couple good things I have going, but there's other shit that's just like bleeding out because I decided to buy every option contract that somebody would sell me last week, and then this week I have probably a third of what I had last week, and I'm up substantially. Less trades, better trades, right?
Less trades, better trades.
But let's talk about the real reason why you YOLO'd into Beyond calls. It's because, a week or two ago, no, just Friday. It's just Friday.
That was two Fridays ago.
Yeah, Dave's like, well, I did my due diligence because 2 Fridays ago I threw $1,000 into Beyond and then it took off. And I was like, that's not due diligence. That's just you had a good call 2 weeks ago and you thought it was going to happen again, and you were real fucking wrong. At least today. You never know. It could blow up another $60 tomorrow.
And that's why I'm not really like stressing too much, because like just letting it ride now. About when I got into it 2 weeks ago, yeah, it was great. I bought an in the money call. I bought 4 of them because I never do day trades. I was like, I haven't done day trade in months. I get 3 a week. Let's do something. So I bought an in the money Beyond call, and I watched it all day, and it fucking soared. I made like $6,500, something stupid like that. So this time I just mimicked the same thing. Yesterday they were doing great. Since last Friday they were doing great. Like I did realize it spiked and then it was going down. I just didn't realize it would go down another $15 fucking.
Well, yeah, I mean, after a $70 spike, like even fucking GameStop came crashing down after its $70 spike yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, it is unsustainable to think something's going to go $70 and then like another $70, which is absolutely what was in your head. Something.
I just wanted to do something. It's because I was bored. I had nothing else to look at, and that's why I'm yelling at myself. It's like, bro, it's like, who cares if you're focusing on the same stock for the next week or the next month? You're still making money. So like, why do you have to rush into something else? Stop.
Also, if you're that bored, either pick up a hobby or start doing some fucking research. You don't need to buy things because you're bored.
Exactly.
I
agree.
So yeah, that's unfortunate. However, beyond me, amazing news today. Like, I'm not vegan. My girlfriend right behind me, she is. You are.
Yep.
I am all for Beyond Meat's expansion. I want to see them fucking everywhere. And
yep.
B, like more accessible vegan things, because honestly, her and I would be real wealthy if she didn't have to spend $1 million on vegan food. It's so expensive.
So expensive, bro.
Yeah, and it's only because it's hot right now, but Walmart is starting to come out with like Walmart brand, like Morningstar nuggets. Like, it's inevitable. People will go more plant-based. I'm all for it. I don't think I'd ever drop meat completely, but I've had vegan chicken that is amazing. We go to Green. You and I both like Green. That place is one of the best restaurants I've ever been to.
Love it.
Dave, pay attention. Get off your fucking phone.
Well, I'm looking at my watch list. I'm listening to you.
Okay, you need to, again, you have 2 laptops and a phone out. You need to figure out, you gotta consolidate here.
No, yeah, well, yeah, I need a bigger fucking setup. So on my left, I have my Robinhood and my YouTube up. On the right, I have all my trading views and my stock twits. And then on my phone, I'm just scrolling through the watch list, making sure everything's okay.
The amount of ADD, Dave hit me up yesterday, and he was like, okay, we have, like, the pro version of TradingView. You can have 8 tabs open. We're sharing it with like 6 people. Davey Day Trader Jr. Diamond Hands Global over here just fronted it for everybody because he's doing so well. And then he hits me up and he's like, bro, we have the 1 second view now, which we're currently on. And he's like, it's amazing. It's amazing. I was like, this is not what I would consider amazing. This is, I mean, it's fun, I guess. You're watching it in real time, which is what Dave likes about it. But I'm like, this is anxiety. 100%. This Dave only likes this because his ADD controls his every action.
Well, this also gives you a little bit more of a competitive edge because you can see a stock starting to turn before somebody has it on the minute chart, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
So that you just have that edge. So if you, regardless if you want to buy something before everybody else does or sell something, you know?
You got that fucking edge, bro.
You got that fucking edge, bro. All right, so I'm crying. I don't want to talk about BYND anymore. Let's talk about Workhorse.
I would love to talk about Workhorse.
Let's Workhorse, baby.
Yeah, I love. Okay, so it's been like 5 or 10 minutes since I've looked at Workhorse, and now my jimmies are jostled. Okay, this is one of those times where I just want to say I fucking called it. I called it. We bought these calls. We bought way out of the money calls, which, like, honestly, seeing what Dan pulled today, last night and today, I was like, man, I don't know why he didn't be like, oh yeah, I'm buying these more clearly. We have $35 calls for the end of the month because the first time Workhorse popped, like, almost a month ago, it was like, bro, this is a no-brainer. No-brainer.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it's gonna go. And we sat there and it tanked. It went down a few bucks. But it was just like, it's okay. Just average it. We didn't dump our whole load into it. You know, I think I put like $300 total into these calls that are now have made me several thousand, you know. But yesterday, Biden's talking. Dave was like, oh, Biden's about to talk. I tune in to watch it, and I see that he signs Made in America, an executive order for Made in America, and then also says that government vehicles are going to be EV. And it's like, Workhorse is going to blow up. Dan said, what should I do before the bell? And I said, make it Workhorse. You're not going to regret it. Because it was at $26, I think, yesterday. And it's at 32 right now.
Bro, each contract was like 13 cents.
Dan's contracts, he bought $30 calls, which I thought he bought, good for him, because that's a right move. He bought $30 calls at 17 cents. And they've hit like $3 today. That's thousands of % return in a day, like I said. And I swear to God, I swear, this is not advice, I swear to God this is only the beginning. Because tomorrow, Biden's going to talk about, like, he just said fleets, Made in America, like fleets are going to be EV. Tomorrow, he's going to sign in executive orders for, like, electric vehicles and renewable energy. And I think that Workhorse is going to blow the fuck up again. Because they are rumored to have the USPS fleet conversion to EV, and that's why this is running, because Biden said, you know, federal vehicles are going to be EV, and the fact of the matter is, Workhorse and Ford are the only two contenders right now, and Ford doesn't have shit, as far as I know. Workhorse has a running fleet. Have you seen their trucks? They're fucking dope. They're like delivery trucks.
I'm looking at it right now.
They're sick.
I know. So, like, with that knowledge that you just dropped, does that mean you should buy shares and options?
I mean, you should have bought shares. I think, like, shares and Workhorse, even right now, you know, it might pull back a little bit. I don't know. It really wants to stay above 32 is what I'm seeing. But I think shares are a good play. Buy a couple. You don't have to buy thousands of dollars. But options, I mean, the Workhorse options are so cheap and they're explosive right now. Like, I spent $300 to get 15, 20 some odd Workhorse contracts. $300 wouldn't even get me 10 shares right now.
God. What about Ride? So when we were talking about buying an option for that, it's gone up.
Yeah, I put a limit in. See, this is another one. This is really, it's similar to Workhorse. Ride, EV vehicles, American made. I think this run's just starting. I did want, like, I was looking at some out of the money calls. We were talking about it earlier. I don't remember exactly which ones they were. They were like $1.30 each. It's like, I don't want to pay that. I pay $1 for them. But, you know, I'll probably wake up tomorrow and they'll be $8 at this rate.
Yeah, because I wonder if we should find a better entry point for Ride.
I would honestly, Ride at this point, like, okay, what are we seeing here?
So it's at, what, 27.13 right now?
Okay, so gapped up today, but that's Oh my god, what a beautiful chart. Look at that. This is today.
Why can't Beyond be like that, bro? The fuck?
Beyond is literally the exact opposite. It's a massive gap up to here, and then the trickle down. Well, this is like a small gap up, and then people are going, oh yeah, this shit's gonna pop.
Should we wait for the sell-off?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we'll wait for the sell-off.
We're 14 minutes away from lunch. You know, lunch is either what I've been seeing this week. Like stuff's gone up a little bit during lunch, but it's kind of like trickle up. But there's generally a sell-off beforehand. It's too hot right now. Like, look at.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna stay away from that right now.
I would like,
all right,
dude. If you could, if it dropped to $25.80, I'd buy $26 calls in a heartbeat.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay, we'll keep that on the. I'm just gonna put that on the side. Let's revisit that in a little bit. What about Fubo?
The most frustrating price action I think ever.
It's just slowly bleeding, bro.
Yeah, see, probably, I mean, you might end up seeing another pop again. Like, today was a red day, and Fubo's still having a red day in the market, rather. And Fubo's still having a pretty decent day. Like I said, with the calls that we have, the next time I see $2, they're gone. Because they can't, it just doesn't hold gains. And also, hang on, where is that,
Yeah, so I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago, we decided to buy Fubo calls. They instantly doubled right when we purchased them. We did buy the $55.50 call. Don't know why we reached that far, but we did. I think you actually explained that to Dan earlier. But I think we're going to, see $2 again, sell out, get a better position, probably a little bit further out, and then just let Fubo ride again.
Yeah. Ooh, excuse me, I'm sorry.
It's a solid stock, man. It's solid. And Jan brought up earlier that if you're like into soccer, or into football, that you have to watch everything through Fubo.
Yeah. Fubo, I mean, it does look like a good. Right now, real quick, I just have highshortinterest.com up. It's a website that claims to have a database of the percentage of the short float for current stocks. So we'll go over that in a second.
Cool.
But yeah, Fubo, we picked the 55.5 calls because it spiked in December at like 60, which we think is where it should be, if not maybe a little bit higher. And then on the sportbook news, we were like, yeah, this will probably blow it up to 60. I think Fubo's super heavily shorted. That's what I'm showing. Like, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's number 7 on this list for high short interest. The short is 62%, and there's 54 million shares being shorted. So like, if you want to help the Fubo call, you gotta buy shares. Calls aren't gonna do it.
Nope.
But yeah, and then you see GameStop, 138%. That squeeze, people are saying the squeeze hasn't even happened yet. This GameStop fuckery. And they're probably right.
Well, they probably are right. If you were one of them, would you sell any of your contracts, or you're just gonna fucking let it ride?
If I were any one of who?
Any one of the fucking Wall Street dudes, one of the main guys.
Like, you mean the guy that bought a bunch of $30 calls? You know,
he spent $56,000.
Yeah, spent $54,000 on. Like, see, the thing is, people have like $30 calls for this month that are now worth, like, each one of them's worth, $50 grand each? You know, it's $50 over that. So you see pictures of people like, yeah, I bought these $30 calls. I have 10,000 of them. Each one of them's worth 54 grand, and you're like, I can do that math. That's a lot of fucking money.
God, GameStop, man. Who would have thunk?
People, I mean, the thing is, if you go back in the Wall Street Bets archives, that dude Deep Fucking Value, the one that made, he was the first guy that was, making millions off GameStop. He, a year ago, he posted a thing on Wall Street Bets outlining why he thinks a short squeeze for GameStop is inevitable, and everybody made fun of him viciously. There's, proof that people have screenshots of it. He's like, yeah, I think it's going to go. People are calling him, an idiot, all this shit. And he was just very calmly responding. He's just like, I understand that you think that, but like the float, over 100% of the shares are shorted. So if people buy shares, it's just going to blow up. And he was right. It's crazy.
Yeah, from GameStop to BB. Yesterday, right before market closed, I just fucking YOLO'd and bought 3 in the money BB calls. Granted, when I woke up and I could sell it, I did make a profit of like $150, but
Nice.
it is now at $17.80.
I don't.
That took a tumble.
It took a tumble. I called this so far. Right now, I'm 2 for 2 on my BlackBerry call for this week. I said it is going to gap up on Monday, and then it's going to drop down to probably the $16, $17 range where it's going to consolidate, and then Friday it's going to blow the fuck up. And
You're totally right.
Well, I hope I'm right. So far, I would say I'm right, but that doesn't mean anything.
All right, so BB went down. What about AMC now? So we went from GME to BB to AMC.
AMC.
AMC. I did the exact same thing with BB. I did another YOLO call. I bought 2 contracts in the money. I made like, I think, $200. It went down to mid 4s, 467. I don't know why. This doesn't interest me. I don't know.
I think this is short squeeze potential. Let me double check.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm not into this. I'm glad I sold out when I was in a
Yeah.
profit.
Yeah, look at this.
Now I don't have to fucking
Look
stare
at
at
this.
it.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Okay, GameStop's 1,
Uh-huh.
Space is 2, AMC's 3. The short interest is 70%. I don't know if the float means this is the total float for the stock, or if that's the short float. Probably, I don't know. But anyway, it's mostly shorted, so this is the same thing. It's like, I bought shares in this, and I think I have 50 AMC shares. I'm just going to hold on to them for dear life. Because, like, I've seen it happen with GameStop, Kodak now, too. Like, remember when Kodak popped to, like, what, $80 over the summer? Some shit like that?
Damn. Yeah, $62?
Yeah, 62. That's wild. It was $5 one day and $62 the next.
Those are the pump and dumps. It was Kodak and U1.
Yeah. Well, Kodak blew up because of the government contract, and I don't know if you've been keeping your ear to the ground, but there's rumblings on another Kodak blow up.
I feel like there was one a couple weeks ago. I'm bringing up Kodak right now. Ticker KODK. Yeah, it is. It's on the rise, bro.
Yeah.
The last week has been great for Kodak.
I think...
Not even just...
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, not even just a swing trade. It looks fucking great.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it had that massive surge, but like, yeah, what is this, the week? Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it went up $1.50 since Monday.
What's wrong with that?
No, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Especially with such a low price point, you get more shares.
I do not think it's heavily shorted. Rocket is.
Bro, my portfolio is taking a shit right now. I'm down $5,100.
Oh no, buddy. What happened?
What is going on?
Did Workhorse go down a little bit?
I'm looking.
No.
No, Workhorse didn't. It was the Beyond calls. Like, I think I lost like all of it so far.
Oh, that's
This
rough.
is just so wild to me. So I think, yeah, the Fubo calls went down. That kind of sucks. You're right. Next time, $2, sell it out, get better position. My GME puts kind of blah. They're still at like 34 cents, down 45% today. CCIV went down 15%. Have you heard anything about CCIV?
Nah, I'm not. I've never invested anything in CCIV. We could take a look at it.
It actually looks like a nice ass fucking flag. You can definitely tell on the 22nd, it did rush right up to $27, and then it came right back down to $19 on the 25th, which was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And then it pretty much is right in the middle at 24. That's a flag if I've ever seen one, bro.
Yeah, I guess I can't. Yeah, it does, like, it recovered. There was a huge sell-off yesterday out of nowhere. It's funny because I'm looking at CCIV. I feel like your graph looks like CCIV. It was just like, it's up here. It bounced down. You were like way in the hole, and then yours came up like more. But like, I agree with you. Like, look at this. This is consolidation. The huge sell-off. It comes back, and we're right here. CCIV, man, if they merge with Looser, it's gonna blow the fuck up.
I'm gonna blow the fuck up.
It's one of those things. It's one of those things like it feels like it has to happen. It's kind of like the Workhorse USPS contract. It's like such a strong rumor, and nobody's denying it, and people are just like so tight-lipped about it that it's just like it has to be true.
Well, that's how pretty much everything is, bro. That's how our company is on the inside.
Can you
Nobody
say what you
tells.
mean?
Well, nobody tells anybody anything. Everything's a secret.
Yeah, it sucks. But secrets
I
make
know.
money.
It's like for us.
Secrets do make money.
Secrets do make money. And I think that's the exact same thing with UWMC, bro. Oh, so let's bring that one up now.
Okay. I bought
UWMC.
I bought 10 more UWMC shares. I had 10 the other day.
Bro,
It keeps going down.
Oh my god. The bottom is scooping up though. Is that cup forming right now, bro?
I don't know. Again, the market is down today. You know,
It
like
is.
Workhorse and Solo is doing pretty well today. Like EV's doing well today, but that's not representative of the entire market. IZEA's down. Like IZEA hit what, 750 yesterday? It's down to 660 or some shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm just stuck on the UWMC. Like, if anybody doesn't know who that is, it was a SPAC that merged with a mortgage company. They are the second biggest mortgage company in the country. I think it's the most popular in the Southeast. I read that a bunch of what's the word I'm looking for? Like real estate firms that everyone was posting on StockTwits that it was like, bro, we use this all the time. So I'm like, okay. Then I looked at Rocket Mortgage. Rocket Mortgage, mid-20s stock, and this is at $10.28. And when we were looking at the interviews leading up to like the SPAC merger, everybody was from Michigan State College. They all played basketball. They all had like the toughest coach. They're going to be successful. They're going to be successful.
I mean, the guy's a billionaire now because of this shit.
Dude, they were sending out gift boxes for the merger.
Workhorse took a dump right now, which is to be expected. It's lunchtime. So, nice little dip.
Brian, do you remember when we used to start the show and called it closing time?
Yeah. Well, because we would do it at like 2 p.m.
Did you like that?
It was all right. I know you just want to do this more, and you want to do the show at closing time sometimes, and I'm not going to commit to that. I just committed to do this live with you every fucking day.
Aren't you so happy though?
Yeah, I'm thrilled. It's great.
You are thrilled. I'm glad that you're smoking. Where's your Terp stick, bro?
You gave me 3 Terp sticks for 4 shows. Have you thought of that math?
Well, no, it's because we need to see how well we do within a week before I'm like, hey, we need a couple more Terp sticks each, so we have to show them the numbers, I guess.
Okay, yeah, so until then I'm just going to budget out 1 Terp stick a show. And I also have to budget my weed out, because like my weed sponsorship is amazing, but now we're doing a show a lot. That's a lot of weed.
Yeah, buddy. But we're going to make a lot of fucking money doing this. So yeah, now recreational is legal in Arizona. You can use delivery services now. I am using delivery for everything. I should invest into Uber because I'm constantly using Uber Eats.
That's funny.
Is that what people do? Should I be doing that? Should we look at Uber right now?
What's Uber doing?
Let's look at Uber. I know Uber is going to be here in 10 years, so that's pretty much like type of stocks that I want to invest in. I want like longevity. I want to make sure that it's not going to go bankrupt. I already went through a bankruptcy. Not going to do that again. I'm not going to YOLO that much anymore because I learned a fucking huge mistake today. I want to invest in the long term. We need long terms, Brian. Is this a long term?
This is Is this a long term? I don't know. It's at $53 right now. It popped the other day. 55. It's up for sure, right?
Yeah, do you think this is the bottom resistance from earlier this morning, right at the 52.75 mark, or do you think it's going to drop all the way back down to like 49.70-ish?
Let's see. 1 month, 3 months. Oh. Do you know what happened in November to kick off? Because it's on a run right now for sure.
It was probably the merger. Didn't they acquire something?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they acquired something.
I think it's going to dip down a little bit. I think you'll probably end up seeing like 50, 49 maybe. And then probably go back up. I don't know what happened here to run it up a bit, but it's definitely big sell-off.
Yeah, right now, if I start to see a green candle in the next couple minutes, that might be a great entry point because it already hit the bottom.
That did weird. Are you looking at this chart?
Yeah, I'm looking at the 1 month.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's bottom. I think this is bottom here, like closer to 50, and like it's in the buy right now. But even the algo is saying that the signal's reversing. Like look how it acts. Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
if I saw a green candle.
Nah, I think it's gonna go. I think it's gonna go down. Probably see 50 by the end of the week.
We're gonna keep an eye out on that one. All right, what else do we got? Nokia. You want to go over Nokia?
Oh yeah. It gets really. TradingView gets really weird with Nokia. Is it this one? It's this one. Okay.
So in our Discord, let us know if you guys want to join our Discord. It's free. Dan was bringing up how in Wall Street Bets, like all these millennials are just bringing back to life all like the old stocks. And so we were like, okay, like what was really popular, 10, 20 years ago? And it was the Kodaks, the AMCs, the Blackberries. And you even have like Nokia, even though Nokia is working with NASA to put some shit on the moon right now.
Did I see Tesla too? To put 5G on the moon. Like Nokia, I read up a little bit about Nokia. Apparently they're like a 5G sleeping giant. They have like a ton of patents with 5G. Like they're ready to take 5G to the next level. Like they're ready for the future, and they've got a CEO that's ready to make the moves to get it done, apparently. That's what I'm seeing. That
is so cool.
That'd be great. I want to go to space. You know what I mean? Maybe if I invest enough in space, Virgin Galactic, then they'll send me to space. That'd be great.
How do you feel about Snapchat? So I have 10 contracts right now that are pretty much at the exact same price that I bought them.
What are the contracts?
I bought 90, so they're 98 cents.
Mm-hmm.
I bought, let me bring it up real quick. $55 calls that expired this Friday.
I could see that being in the money.
Do you think it's gonna like pop up tomorrow night, tonight?
I don't know. Is there if you're looking at this is like a 3-month chart on the hourly. Like that doesn't look bad. It looks like the signal might be reversing into the buy. It was at 50. It hit 56 on the 13th, and there's a pretty big sell-off, but it has recovered quite nicely.
It looks good.
Yeah, it even survived. It looks like it survived the sell-off from yesterday too. It's kind of rebounding from it.
Yeah, I just hate having contracts that expire that week. I don't like it. I have a really bad taste in my mouth from fucking Beyond.
I understand. Well, you were just, you needed somebody to talk you out of that trade, and apparently Ben and I were not around.
Was it just, no, you guys were not.
Yeah, like you cannot make trades if Dan's the only person in the room with you, because Dan YOLO'd into 5 things this morning. You know what I mean? He's constant.
He put something in the comments to look at Space and F-Cell.
Yeah, Space is looking great. I kind of regret not buying shit. Oh, yeah. I think it was like $28 a little while ago.
What is it at? Yeah. It's at 41. Woo!
Wow.
Wow. Wow. All right. So what day
Yeah, and
was the 9th?
on the 13th it was 27, and that was like right when I was considering getting stuff because they were talking about it. Yeah, that's nice movement right there.
Yeah, within 1 week it went up $11.
Yeah, so I think this is running off Ark. Kathy Woods is pretty heavily invested in space.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I mean, like Virgin Galactic, didn't they recently shoot a rocket out? Like they strapped a rocket to one of their planes and it worked. Like they shot it off the plane.
I did see that. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Speaking of that, did you see?
Go ahead.
Oh, keep going.
No,
you go.
I just like, could you imagine you hop on a Virgin Galactic flight, just like a regular, and it's a regular flight, and it's just like now boarding Virgin Galactic nonstop to Oakland. We will be launching a rocket halfway through. It's going to be a little bumpy, but those people are going to the moon, where Nokia has 5G in an amusement park where you can get robot blowjobs. Like, if you're telling me right now that Virgin Galactic is launching rockets off their passenger planes and that's not going to be the future at some point where like some people are just going, like someone's going to Las Vegas and someone's going to the fucking moon on the same flight. It's going to be ridiculous. Like, what is the future?
Bro, I actually was looking at some futuristic layouts of some planes. So pretty much it's going to look like a boomerang, and they're going to have like this. Do you know how an airplane's kind of straight? It has what six seats in each row, or three on each side.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be like that, but on each side. So it's gonna be like a giant V, like a boomerang.
Oh, kind of like a stealth bomber is almost.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's
but
pretty cool.
They'll do that as like a plane. Yeah. So that's.
It's gonna be
I think
so
that's
fast. They're gonna be so fucking fast.
Well, because everything that we use right now is like from the 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
wild.
look at Boeing, which does have their earnings today, I believe.
Oh, that's gonna be. Is it? By the way, I pulled FCell up. FCell's doubled this month.
Ooh, FCell. Let me bring up FCell real quick.
It was at 1050 on January 5th, and today it's at 2075.
Wow. Wow.
Yep.
But looking at this, like I want to get in. I want to dive in, but I can't buy low. Buy fucking low.
Yeah.
Instead of me trying to chase FCell right now, I should revisit my watch list or my portfolio to see what I'm down fucking 50%, so I can average down.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe average. I don't know, maybe. To me, and I could be wrong, FCell kind of looks like it's taking a little bit of a peak right now. Like it might go up a little bit more, but because like if you see this, it's like woo, and it kind of looks like it's rounding off to drop back down. But like it's definitely uptrending.
It does look good. So did we establish that Biden is going to be making another speech today?
I think he's got one like every day this week.
All right, so I'm just going to type in Biden's speech on Google, see what pops up.
I know tomorrow he's going to be talking about EVs and renewable energy, and that's a very exciting day for me because I saw what he did to Workhorse. I almost don't want to check. Okay,
The EV
Workhorse is recovering quite nicely.
Ooh, what is it at right now?
Well, it took a dip to like 30.50 and it's back to 31.55.
Okay.
31.69. I fucking love Workhorse.
So this is a weird time for it to be pushing off right now because everyone's at lunch.
It took its lunch dip. I mean, it still definitely can and probably will go down a little bit, but like I'm saying, I ain't stressing. I think I actually took profit on some of my Workhorse calls today, and I am riding the rest of them out because I am confident.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Can you explain how to break down like your option strategy?
Oh yeah, okay. So I don't want to like be flaunting money here. I also haven't seen it, but like let's look at Workhorse just for an easy example.
Okay.
These were $2 at some point today, but like
Yes, they were.
originally bought the Workhorse contracts back on January 7th, right? I only bought one, then I bought another one. I ended up averaging down the entire time, but I ended up with a total of 20. And what I did, I had a total of 20 for 220, 292, 350, 8, 4, like $420. That's how much I spent on it, right? And then today, I sold 5. Oh no, I bought 5. I forgot about that. I accidentally bought 5 and then sold 10, but I had I had 20 and I sold to cover my initial investment. I sold half to cover my initial investment, and then I ended up selling more, so I'm up like $1,000 on it actually. And now, so for now on, the rest of my 10 workhorse contracts are pure profit. The only way I can lose money is if they expire worthless at this point. Like, I've covered my initial investment. I'm all the way up. It's on house money. Yeah, I think it's still going to go up. That's why it's just like, I'll ride these out. I do not think, I won't average down again. I'm not going to put any more money into them. But my basic strategy, both like with stocks and options, is I start a small position, and then either average down, like if it drops down, average down, or if it kind of stays around the same, accumulate if you're confident that it's going to go up. And then when you can sell about half to cover your initial investment, do so. Sometimes you get really lucky. Maybe you sell a third to cover your initial investment, and then you're riding dirty for a while, and then just take profit from there, Sometimes wait it out to the bitter end, like we saw with Palantir and BlackBerry. If I had waited that out to the bitter end, like I was negative for a while, and then it would have been hugely positive. So if you can't cover your initial investment, do, and then ride it out. That's what I do.
Yeah, if you want to actually bring up Palantir real quick, that'd be kind of cool.
Sure.
So we were in this last week. Palantir was our workhorse from this week. So we were in Palantir for about a month, I believe, because we bought a call that was a month out.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the last fucking second, on that Friday, that the days that the contracts expire, it went from 1 cent to, what was it, $3.05?
I don't know what it ended up being, because it went from 1 cent, and then I sold it at 7 cents for $14. I had 2 of them. I ended up losing like $150. So I never saw what they ended up being, because I won't do that to myself after Mara. I can't.
God, you're a silly goose. So for anybody that has not watched the show before, Brian was into Mara a couple weeks ago, sold out with the paper hands that he has. He could have made thousands, if not thousands of dollars on Mara, and somehow it didn't happen.
All I had to do was go to sleep. That's literally, or just turn off my computer. Realistically, it was, the middle of the afternoon. But
because if you waited 5 more minutes, you would have seen that like it is going up, and it not stopping, and you would have been the happiest dude in the world.
Here's the thing, like I sold it, it was going up, and I'm like, I'm just gonna take profits. And then it closed, the day closed out. So it's just like I had to wait like less than a half an hour just for the day to close out. Like I made $80. I made $80. And then I woke up the next day and I looked at the price and they were each worth $1,000. And I sold them for like, I think maybe $200 each.
God, that's so wild to me.
Yeah.
But we are learning less trades, better trades. Trust your gut. Let it fucking ride. Unless you want to do your small, short swing trades to get that profit to keep playing. But when you get to a point that you're comfortable, just like let it ride. You'll make more money. Don't stress that you're bored. Don't stress that you need to be investing into something because you need to. Don't focus on the stocks. If it goes down, average down, you'll make more money in the end.
Absolutely. Though it is, it's easy to say, like, if it goes down, average down, like, you have to have we talked about this yesterday, you have to have the ability to average down. You have to have the capital. Like, it is kind of a rich man's tactic. Counter to that, though, it's easy to average down if you don't bet your whole ass on one thing, like, it's so tempting to be like, I'm really sure something's going to blow up. Let me put the $1,000 I have into it. But like, realistically, if you put $100 into it and then it goes down and you're able to put another $100, like what I did with JagX, it was a little bit more than $100, but then, that turns into fucking $4,000 2 days later.
God, isn't it great?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, so don't stress right now. Pretty much the whole market's down. Dow is at the pretty much opening. NASDAQ is the same exact thing, and then S&P is below market opening.
Yeah, I quite like. I always like looking at the heat map for a minute. It's a mostly red day today, so to keep that in mind, if you're not doing too great, not a lot of people are, and if you are doing well, good for you. Good positions, good job.
Well, so all right, so I'm looking at FinViz right now, and I'm looking at the energy section. It is all red. There is not one green company coming out of energy.
Yeah.
Biden yesterday was preaching energy.
But
so Biden spoke, and then energy took a fucking shit. He's going to be talking about EV tomorrow. Do you think EV is going to take a shit?
He didn't. Energy's taking a shit because look at this. This is oil and gas. This isn't. I want to see where EV is. Because that's not being shown here. None of these are all oil and gas on energy. See, so
well, Tesla is under consumer cycle or cyclical.
Tesla, that's an auto manufacturer. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not prepared for this because I don't know where EV is, but I'm looking at this, and this is an EV. Biden wasn't talking about this.
Yeah, I don't know where it is either, bro. Oh, it must be in industrials.
Let's see.
Maybe.
Isn't Plug doing well today? Yeah, dude. Plug's EV. Plug blew the fuck up today. Plug's up $10 today. What else do you have? How about Sun, whatever. Recovered from these. There's been a sell-off. Sunworks isn't doing too hot.
This is so crazy. How can I not find it?
I don't know.
Auto manufacturer. I don't know. We're gonna look into that because now I feel dumb. That's funny.
Yeah.
My portfolio kind of sucks because I can't believe my Beyond call. But besides that, the last week has been fantastic. When I do want to say, I would never go balls deep on buying 5 to 10 contracts at a time. So if you guys are gonna be buying contracts when you're trading options, do not buy more than 2 or 3. That's just my advice.
If they're dirt cheap, the Nokia ones, I bought 5 Nokias at 19 cents. I sold 3 of them today at 13 cents to cover. Now I'm riding the rest. 5 contracts when they're under 20 cents is less than $100. So I don't know. If you got $100 to play with, I disagree with you. But I do generally agree with you. If you're trying to play in the money contracts, buy 1 or 2. Don't dump thousands of dollars into it. You see what happened. Well, Dave bought 2, and that still burned you.
That's you worded it better than me. If you find something that's fucking a penny or 10 cents, you can go balls deep on it. But if you find something that could possibly go a decent stock, let's for example GM, GM, Ford, Chevy, EV, big news within the last couple of weeks, and then we have the EV news with Biden. So I went in with that. I bought them for $115 a pop. I bought 2. I like that. And then, but the reason why I like that is because, what if it does tank a little bit? Then you can re-up, average down.
See, doesn't look like GE is doing well from Biden's talk yesterday. Did you say GM or GE?
GE. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know why I fucking went GM.
Oh wow.
I meant GM. I meant GM. Yeah.
Look at that thing. That's wild.
Crazy.
That is and you can draw a line on that. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Look at that shit. Boom. Is that one of your... I don't know if that's bullish or bearish, though.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, I'll just draw lines here like I know what I'm talking about. I don't. I'm just saying this is such a weirdly like some like hard push down here.
All right, man. That was good.
Good
Good
shit.
show today. Did you like it?
Yeah, great job.
We'll get a new thumbnail for tomorrow, and then
Great.
we'll send you the logos
New thumbnails.
so we can look fancy. Other than that, I don't have anything else to end the show.
Did you just shut your camera off? How professional. No, you're back.
No, I didn't shut my camera off.
You
Oh, why
cut-
did the camera shut out?
Yeah, you cut off for a second. Yeah, great. No,
Okay.
great show. Thank you, everybody that may have watched. And again, check out our sponsors, Terp Labs, cheat code, like, and subscribe.